Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So I had a little issue and I had to do some adjustments with the old Mattingly collection. This is just a binder full of TTMs, but these are my Mattingly binders. I used to have 3 and now I need 4. It's a great problem to have, but it really got me to thinking as I was sorting and getting everything back into their new spots. Um, that's kind of how I do it. I really have enjoyed the whole YouTube experience. It was new. My name probably didn't pop up a whole lot until around the end of November of last year, because that is when my son decided that he really wanted to kind of make a go with this YouTube thing. And I was like, sure, buddy, it'll be fun. We'll get to play together and rip some cards together. And we're already kind of doing it before, but we were just really farting around. And he was like, no, let's see what we can do, and then try to be like legitimate YouTubers. I was like, all right, I guess we can do that. Whatever, it's more time together, and I never say no to that. So it's just been a blast. And so I did not expect that I would have so much fun doing it. I've got to meet a whole bunch of other people in not only my sports cards hobbies, but since we worked at that, it wasn't a Pokemon channel and it wasn't a baseball card channel or a sports card channel. We just kind of worked in all the things that we enjoy as a nerd family. I've got to meet so many different people who specialize and enjoy different things. And we enjoy little things from all sorts of stuff, like sports cards, obviously, but also the people in the metal detecting and the hunt. I call it the hunting, the treasure hunters out there. Get to hook up with them, and I really enjoy seeing what they're finding and all the history behind some of the objects they find. I really enjoy it. I find it interesting. And there's also the comic book community, which I was, really got out of for a long time. And it just kind of brought me back into it. I have a ton of comic books, and we pick some up every once in a while. And every once in a while, I'd find a really good run that I liked, and I'd buy a bunch of those. But like cards, there are long periods of my life where I just didn't have time for it. Didn't have time for it, didn't have the money for it, whatever it is. I was just, not only was I just, kind of backing out a little bit, I was completely out of the hobby. This YouTube thing has really been a catalyst for getting me not only back involved in the things that I enjoy and that my son enjoys, but expanding as well and getting to meet a ton of new people. I just wanted, with Easter right around the corner, to say thank you to a few folks, and if that's okay with you. I'm going to start specifically for my Mattingly binders, because like I said, I had to add a whole new one because I just had too many. It was awesome. But like Card Wolf sent me our very first rack, which was amazing. Nobody ever sent me anything before. I wasn't expecting it, and it was awesome. He included some Mattingly cards in there, and I didn't have all of them, and one of them really brought back a bunch of memories, and I really enjoyed that a lot. But there's also I won something with Adrian from A League of Her Own, and she threw in some extra Mattingly cards in there. I was like, oh, that's so sweet of her. Mark, Cards by Mark, has hooked me up with some Mattinglys. Brad over at Doogie's Dugout, JB, Ben Ellis, of course, Card Wolf I just mentioned. Jerry, Part-Time Ripper, has hooked me up. But it's not only just the Mattingly cards, which is, that's the reason why I needed another binder. But there's all sorts of other people like Trev, Goody G, Mountain Family, Hobby Hound, Rose City, Clint over at Swing Away. I know I'm going to forget some people. Starry, RJ Collects has sent me some cards. Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots. He really helped us get started at the very beginning with a shout out, and he sent us some cards too. I mean, we were really brand new basically when he did that shout out. We were just getting back into it, and it really helped us connect with a bunch of other channels and a bunch of other really neat folks. Cole's Comic Claims was one of the first really focused on comic books channels that I started watching and interacting with. And I've done some shout outs for him before. It's just I enjoyed his channel so much that I just kind of focused on it because he did such a good job. And then through his channel, I got to meet a bunch of other really good channels and other good people. And I just really had so much fun. Joe over at Anachronic sent me some beautiful comic books, and I was brand new to his channel. It's just, I know I'm forgetting people. Like Daryl over at Mr. 95 Cents, I watch his videos every week religiously, and he reminds me of my family from back in New York, and I love it. I love it, just the way he talks and his expressions, and it kind of makes me feel connected to that part of my family because I don't see him very often. That part of my family, anyway. And it's just been so much fun. And so I know that people watch videos that don't make videos, and it's a lot of work coming up with what you want to put out there, and editing and keeping up with all that. But I would encourage you that even if maybe you don't want to make videos, just reaching out to content creators or other people who are putting out comments and just connecting, because it is so amazing, the generosity, and just so many people who love the hobbies. And I would also say that, let's say you are a Don Mattingly collector, because everybody should be, and maybe you like to watch comic book channels. Chances are you're going to hook up with some other comic book people that might also share your sports cards love, or Pokemon, or whatever. There's so much. Don't hold each other into one box, and don't label or try to keep people onto the same category, because I think most of us enjoy more than one thing. So whether it's people who like baseball also can like football and hockey and wrestling and comic books and silly stories and traveling and family things and everything. So we're all complex, and I think this forum allows us to maybe hook up with other people who are into all sorts of different genres of collecting. I think you can put all of us in almost like a collection category for the most part, or a love for history, or traveling, or family, or just connecting with new people. But I'll get off my soapbox. I really just wanted to take a moment to show off some of my Donnie baseballs, and also to thank all of you wonderful people for accepting me and my family into this wonderful digital community. All right. I hope everybody has a great Easter. And if you're not into Easter, I hope you have a great Sunday. Take care. Bye.